Hello there. As always, I'm a bit late and I'm making sure my setup is okay to start. So as usual, we'll start with a session of pronouncing and defining dictionary of the Swarthout dialect. What should I do next? I should start the stream on Discord as well. This. Now it's the horrible moment where I have to check this for the sound. Okay, I checked. I heard my voice, it was terrible. So we were doing a page about teeth. Oh, it was over, which is nice. I'm gonna pick a more interesting one with more words because the page 303 it only has 2 words, so I don't want to bore you out with the same word for half an hour. So I'll pick the other one, which has more different type of words. So I actually started a tool on the Toolforge to actually help me with this work. So it helps changing some of the common errors of the OCR. Okay. I'm modifying the header. So the 304 number is on the left. And now we check the zoom so that we can actually see what we are doing here. And it starts with the word key. So key SWOT for entry. Okay. Page 342, radical 12, page 6. Key, a relative and personal pronoun. Hi, hi Aline. How are you doing, Aline? Okay, good. Well, so I streamed on Twitch and here. So pick the one you want. So I was at the page 304, and we start with the word key. Key, a relative and personal pronoun referring to the person, place, place or a thing spoken of. You'll see that often the words we find are not easy. So the word key, and the first example is kieu, the surplus. What is over the rest? Kieu. Never used that before. Kieu gai nang. Ming. Ming. Eng. Lai. So, kieu, the surplus. Gai nang, of the people, the rest of you. Ming. Ming eng. Miang eng. Miang. Miang. I guess we would say miang. Ming eng lai. The rest of you need not come. Okay. Kieu. Gai. Ai. Bang. Di. Go. Where is the surplus to be put? So, kieu, gai, ai. Bang di go, bang di go. Kieu gai ai, kieu gai ai, bang di go. I'm surprised they use I as in the thing. Oh, and don't hesitate to interrupt me if you have any questions. It's alright. Kieu. Huang. Ou. Joy. How much is there of what is left? Kieu. Huang Wu. Joy. Kieu gai. Ibota. He did not speak of any besides. Kieu gai ibota. Ki. No problem. 日學台韓國語 Ki 地行 sim 清 chai. So the place is in the best possible order. Ki, so ki 地行 sim 清 chai 清 chai. Le ou do do ki dang wa, wa, bo, chap, because there's two dots, do, ki, tang. You have been among them while I am not of them. Le ou, do, ki, tang, wa bo, chap, do ki tang, wa bo chap do ki tang, le ou do ki tang. Okay. Sounds a bit obscure. Ki, tang, bit, ou, back, back. Yeah. There is certainly another sort among them. Ki tang, big oo, back ear, back ear. Another kind. So it could be either a U or an N, but I think it's an N because it's meng. Meng, ki, xiang, soi. Qui sit, i, bo, bo, tiens. Se. Inquired into it very carefully. So, why? Why do you feel bored? I guess. That's why I'm doing Wikisource dictionary, I guess. Monkey. 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 Xiang soi. Qui c'est qui bo? Just. Done not such thing. Qui c'est? Ici, je sais. Bing. Okay. Bing. Bo. Yes, in truth, it is thus and not so. In truth, it is thus and not so. Qui c'est? Ici, je sais. Bing. Bo. Yes, bing bo. Yes. Jai. Ki. It. Jai. Ki. Ji. Knows the one, but not the other. Jai ki it. Jai ki. 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 pretty easy. Mm-hmm. Tiens, c'est you. Qui, che. That will be the next best way. Tiens, c'est you. I'm curious about tonal Sandy. Qui, che. Qui, che. Yo, qui, che. Good question. This one I never use, so can't figure out how to pronounce this correctly with the right tonal Sandy. Key 3/4, page 344, radical 74 and 8. I guess 74 is for Yue, the moon. Hmm? Oh, the 344? Of course. We can try. You mean, oh, to reach this page? This page? Okay. Well, it's a file that has been uploaded online. It has 328 scans. 300. I mean, I'm currently at 328 scan. So when you, I think the best way to actually get to this is to just look up Swanhow dictionary. And it's actually the first. So when you arrived on Wikisource, so this is Wikisource, you have the finished work on the right. So this is the syllable we finished. And if you go on the top, you have page, which is the current page, the source, so where we actually work, and discussion if there's any discussion attached to this document. So if you click on source, you'll reach this page with the squares, the colored squares, and you have the 600 pages of this book. And we are doing the page 304. That's how you reach this page. Yes. So when we start a document, it's usually all without background. It's actually just red numbers. Red numbers. It's when it's empty. When there's only the OCR attached to the page. So when the document was scanned, it was pre-processed to actually recognize the character on the page. But it doesn't like no additional processing. And this is the red numbers with a white background. Then you have the gray background. It's when the page is empty. So this one is gray. To mark it as gray, you edit the page. And you go in the bottom, and there's the color symbols. So white for empty page. You also have red, and it's a bit controversial how you should use it. Usually I use it for unfinished work. So when you start doing something with a page, you can, well, this page I haven't touched it, but if I want to save it as is, I can select the red and publish the page. So it's not proofread, so not checked by a person. It doesn't show at all. Uh, oh yeah, it's to actually set the colors, you need to have an account. That's something specific to Wikisource. Yeah, you have to create an account. So on the top right, you can create an account. Otherwise, you can still do the work, but you can't change the color of the page. I'm not sure exactly why they decided to do this way. But... So are you gonna create an account? That's the trick to lure people in. So yes, you have red. So I let you create your account, and I'll finish this explanation, I guess. Red is for unfinished work. You have blue, which I use very often whenever I have a doubt on something on the page, something I cannot read. For example, on this page, you have needle Hai Liang. Hai Liang. I'm not sure if it's Liang with the which tone. You can actually check it. Liang. So yeah, the I'm pretty sure it's a grave accent, the third tone, but I'm not sure. So I just put blue and I marked uh, the the doubt in yellow, and I put the page in blue. So that's why there are so many blues on the index. And when someone has finished it once, you set yellow. So this page has been proofread. Really? Oh yeah, we can't. Webble. Can't hear you too. When it's yellow, so you have finished the page, you put yellow, and that's how someone else can know that you have finished the page. If someone else wants to to proofread your work, he can open the page you already finished. For example, 22. It's not me, I guess. Is it? No, I should check the page. Where should I check it? Maybe the 11. Yeah, this one I have not done. So one person have finished the work on this page, very long page, with bear as in horse. And if I want to proofread all of it, so I just check every word. When I'm finished, I just put green. And this is validated page. So as you can see, not many pages have been proofread twice. Not proofread. So, yes, exactly. So it goes, there's actually a page, a help page somewhere with the color code. I think it's called status or something like that. Oh, I can hear you now. Yes, yes. There's actually two other person I know of, or three other person who worked on this. So there's what's his name again with the teddy bear emoji? Yeah, it's Peter. He started from here, 210, I think. So he did some pages here. Um, there was also one person, his name was Justin. I think he was a Cantonese speaker, and he finished actually this part with the letter A. And there's someone else, an older contributor to Wikipedia project, Wikimedia project, and he did the page from 617 to 500, basically. No problem. No problem. I'll actually check. I'll actually check the page because there's a specific page with the explanation, and it will make more sense. see. Mhm. Antoine. And I didn't knew there were many people doing stuff like that, like Ty with his smartphone app. Yes, definitely. So I yes, I forced myself to. I put that on my calendar. Yeah, otherwise I'll forget. It's like exercise, but I stopped doing exercise. Hmm. I actually made a personal toolbar, as you can see on the top. So whenever I need any tone, I just actually click, and it's the combining diacritics. So you can add it after, and it will work. Mm. But there's also installed keyboards for Windows, um, for your computer that you can use. Peter told me about one, and I also use another one. I use the one for Hokkien Web basically, but it also works for this. Hmm. I try to be as close as possible to the word on the right. That's why it's easy to contribute to Wikisource. You actually you don't need to know the language. You can just copy. Yeah, you can follow it blindly, basically. Sometimes it's hard to read, so that's why there's so many blue marks. So for example, we can check any page. I have this, and for this page, I've said that this one I'm not sure. So let's see. So as to make thread for sewing. Okay. So as to make thread for yeah, yeah. I put the page in yellow and I put a mark so that I can cross check because um, if the person has done the letter T, we can probably check what he has done on that part and figure out what character, what word it should be here. If I don't know it. So as to make thread for sewing. So as to make thread for sewing. Tell me. Which one starts first? Who starts first? Ouch, you. Are you? I thought you were in Austria. We should ask Lewis to repeat the name of the. Yeah, sure. Mm-hmm. Tell me. Mm-hmm. Oh, so we're talking about yesterday, the last time's episode, right? About gear, right? The tooth. Okay. Yeah, sure. Here. Okay. It's actually something we decided to use to separate every entry and every example. So usually you have it's the MediaWiki technology, we should call it. So when you actually, so it's not finished, so I put red. And when I publish, this is what it looks like. So here you have this, the SWAT-how entry. That's how it creates the link to Wiktionary. Yeah. And also for, having the sound and the page in another dictionary and the radical. So 12, it's boy. So I guess it's the two at the bottom, and 6 strokes. It's a number in another dictionary. Um, it's a note for another dictionary. I'm gonna check which one. I always forget. For Kogge, because at that time there was many dictionary being developed. And so this dictionary for Swatao dialect with a bracket, they refer to another reference work, which is for Kogge. Um, it's Williams Dictionary, so we can actually check that. Let's see. William Dictionary Chinese, and I should check page 342, and we should find key. Let's see. What do you mean always the same? Oh yeah, that's basically what it is. So here we have this word, key, and they say that for this word in Williams Dictionary, you should check at page 342. So I was going to check 342. So this one, oh, it's actually multiple pronunciation. So Hokkien Amoy, Shanghai. So I guess Wu, Wu, Cantonese as well, and Peking. So Kogu. So if we check, yeah, Kangdangwei. If we check 342, we should have. It's very complicated to have the exact page. I guess I could use the interface better, but 342, and you have it somewhere here. You see? It's very small, and that's why they have numbers all the time. Yeah, sure. I'll put that on the Discord, the same channel. So this one, I guess it was the reference work for Chinese languages, and yeah, Adele Marion Fielde, who did this Swathow Dialect Dictionary, she keeps referring to another one, to a reference work, so that whenever we need to check for differences. Yes, yeah. Basically, yeah, it's just we have the character, so it's key, and this is the character for this entry. Oh, yeah. Why? Which one do you have? You can have both, I think, and you have both. It's a matter of practice, and I think it's explained in the beginning of the dictionary. Let's see. Hi, Camille. It's in the introduction, actually. I'm gonna send you a link. Introduction. Gonna send it in the. Yes, to edit, yes. Yeah, that's actually the whole joke about it. I mean, we keep on pushing people to actually contribute, but the community is quite small. I mean, mm, but as a start, you actually don't need to read to be able to speak that you just follow the page. That's what's amazing about Wikisource. So you can contribute without actually knowing the thing you're doing. So just to give you an example, you can work on this dictionary about Manchu grammar, and you can just make sure that everything on the right is the same as everything on the left, and it works fine, even though you don't speak Manchu at all. There's also a dictionary for Ainu language. So there's a whole dictionary filled with the Japanese and Ainu language and English. And if you follow every line, just copying every character, it's alright. So usually, the whole issue, yeah, is about how you type in the characters. But I guess you could use one of those websites, with the the how it's called, the virtual keyboard. So you could basically just type in every character with your mouse, and it could work, I guess, in theory. Mhm. Yeah, it's ABC plus the two dots in the bottom. This one is the thing that throw people off. The two dots in below the O or the U, and of course the diacritics. Yeah, lots of people. Yeah, go on. Yeah, yeah. So 74, if you check this specific character, 74 is the yue, the gue part, and then the 8, it's actually the number of additional strokes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, that's how it's so that's how it's recorded in dictionaries. You see, uh, so this one is key, and it says radical yue, I mean gue plus 8 stroke, total of 12 strokes. So 74 plus 8. Good morning. Hmm. It's actually the whole problem is that the OCR is very bad at recognizing the text. So there's the Chinese character. Um, it could recognize it if it was only Chinese characters, but it's mixed with English and numbers and uh, Pe'wezi, so the phonetics. And this one, it just throw the the OCR of. Mhm. Yeah, definitely. And even with the good quality OCR, we still ask people to actually check. So if you check a work in English, because there's also work in English on Wikisource, um, if we could check, what could we check? Some unfinished work. Okay, this one. So a random page. You see that even in English, there's like the quote that it adds sometimes because it recognizes a quote and or dots, additional dots. There's 3E here instead of so that nothing, no, so that, but the greatest violence. So it was nothing, and he just said E. But so that's why we need human intervention action to actually check this. Mm-hmm. You can use the handwriting. So if you have installed it on your computer, well, use the computer handwriting system. You can always use Google Translate. If you switch to Chinese and you actually draw it using your mouse, it works fine, I guess. But mhm. I learned how to use one of those graphic keyboard. I'm not sure if you heard about them. So I use this one. So basically, it's like English keyboard and Chinese keyboard, pinyin. And for this one, you type letters depending on the shape of the character. Yeah, it's there's multiple system. This one is a Taiwanese one, Changjie. And I think there's other like Whoopee system is another one. Whoopee Yufa. Chinese character, Chinese. Yeah, this one. This one is also kind of radical based. So I wanted to learn this because well, this one I know how to pronounce. This one is Xingqi de Qi, so you can use the pinyin keyboard to type Qi. But sometimes if you have this character, I don't know how to pronounce them in pinyin, so I cannot use pinyin to. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But when there's, it's actually because there's two characters, and there's many strokes. Killing. Ah, that's. Oh, yeah, that's. Yeah, chilling. Ah, yeah, this one. Yeah, the chilling. So yeah, this one I guess we could type using pinyin. Chilling. So yeah, chilling. It's very small. But if I ask you, this one, uh, the person who just spoke, this one, how do you pronounce it? It's ki, as in kichwa. I guess it's some kind of snake. It happens very often, like plants or snakes. And I know that. Mhm, yeah. And even if you live there and you don't, get into the nature, I guess you. Okay. And turn off the camera just to make sure. And using those, graphic keyboards, you just type for this. You have to type TRJL, I think. TRJL. And you have this character, very small and horrible. Yeah. So basically, for this character, you have to type the chao 这上面 so the herbs, and then there's a kou, a mouth, and then there's a cross, and then the last stroke is downward strokes. So you have to type zhong, and if you type this TRJL, it ends up with the right character. But it's so small. But yeah, that's how I got around, typing characters I couldn't pronounce because there's many I cannot pronounce like this one. Hmm. Diacritics, accents. Hmm. Yes, it's how do you do? Hmm. 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 Yeah, it's actually possible. Basically, I added that to my JavaScript page. So when you connect to Wikisource, you have like a common JavaScript and well, yeah, you have this here, right here. You see, SWAT how gap, SWAT how entry. Yeah, that's basically my self-made toolbar. Acute accent, the two dots below the character. It's a bit buggy when you see it here, but it's working just fine on the editing tool. Okay, have a nice night. See ya. So if you want to use someone else, I think you can. Just need to figure out which code you need. I've used that before because someone had a very good OCR who could do Bengali and other languages, and they told me about it in a conference, and so I stole his code away. So you have to type this and replace my name here, I guess, and say CommonJS, I guess. Mm. So that's how you use someone else tools. I should actually make it. You can just copy paste. You can just copy that and paste it. So it's a special page for your personal JavaScript tools because everybody's figuring out creating new tools to edit, to add some kind of marks or that kind of stuff. So that's how you have a toolbar with the Diacritics. Mm-hmm. No problem. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay, so for this you have the introduction. It took me a while, just so when I started this work, it was like 4 years ago. I wasn't very I wasn't. It's like exercise. It's like exercise. I did it like once every 2 or 3 weeks, or once every month. So that's why it was so slow. But at first, it was very hard to read the POIZ because I wasn't used to it. But now it's getting better. So for the tone, you have this. So sometimes they use this mark, like the small C. You see? You can find that on some dictionaries. I'm not sure if it's it doesn't mark the tones on Chinese character. It only marks it when it's doing the phonetics. So this one on the right. So first tone is no marks. Second tone 2 is acute accent. Third tone is the grave. Fourth, no markers. Five, circumflex. Six, the other way around, like rising tone. Seven is flat, and eight is again the circumflex. And you have an example because she was nice enough to actually put exercise. Mm. So yeah, with the C, sometimes it's in other dictionaries. It's marked with using those characters next to the Chinese character. Yeah, there's actually a whole dictionary I'm gonna show you. There's a whole dictionary which is full of that kind of marks. Which one is it? It's the to-do list that you never touch. It's like exercise. You say that you want to go swimming and going use the bicycle, but you just end up doing one thing. That's basically it. So this is the page with all the Chinese works that someone has started, and I also added the Teochew and Swantao part. But there's also works for Futianese, so Mintong. I think it's Mintong and Cantonese, of course. Fuzhou, Fuzhou. I th yeah, I think it's even it's further north, I think, right? Yeah, it's Mintong, so in green on this map. And well, we are pretty much the the further away from them, so I guess that's why it's harder for us to understand. Yeah, Minnan, and in Minnan, the southerners from Minnan, next to our Hokkien cousins, I guess. But yeah, Fuzhou with the Fuzhou dictionary as well. And which so on I think this one has not been updated. I think it's more than 26. I think we are at half of it, I think. No, this one is manually input. Because nobody wrote the code for having it update automatically. Um, Let me see. This one, there's me writing the number every every 2 years or something like that. I think this one. I started the Swanhound dictionary. Oh really? Have you been using this? Oh yeah. Oh, have you? Oh, I printed it using my printer. 600 pages, like. Oh yeah, yeah. Mm. Oh yeah. But yeah, it's a very interesting document. Um, so I wasn't. Mhm. Yeah. Mm. Yeah, the whole point of having it on Wikisource is so that like you can actually type a word like laughing, laugh, and it will actually show you where the word appear everywhere. Yeah. So that's why it's so precious to have this work on digital platform. So this one, yeah, sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, feel free to steal my code if you need anything. So I was showing you the tone used on Chinese characters, and you see on these characters, there's this mark that they use. Maybe it's a traditional Chinese character signs. I'm not sure about this. It could be. Okay. I guess so. I wasn't sure. I, I always forget. It should be this way. That's how it's written. So first tone, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. But if you check, you can try to read all the one in the bottom. You should be able to read it, right? So now you know how to read it, right? So if you check this column, the first one, The first one, what is it? It's C, C, C. Ah, kung C, C. Then C. The death, C, yeah. Yes, C, number 4. I'm not sure either. Probably a plant. I don't know about it. And then? hmm Hi, Peter. Yeah, C gang C. C. Yeah. Or 2B, yes. 2B. C. C. And then you have, yeah. Yeah, I used to learn, I started with the numbers first. Then I come up in with this dictionary. And now, yes. It's like this O with two dots in the bottom. It's O, as in to, 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 to. If there was no dots, it was to, to, to. Yeah, it's a matter of what they chose. I think in Hokkien for Petwezi, they chose the other way around. So the O without any marks is the O, and yeah, you just have to make sure that you choose the right system first. Otherwise, it's not working fine. Tell me. It's the actual tone, so that's why it's so confusing, because you said si kang because tone 5 switches to 7, but when you said si, it's si as in si kang, yeah, 5 again. Yeah, yeah. So that's how you end up with a sentence like you explain a word to someone and you're like, yeah, it's a C as in si kang, but it's not the same tone, and and then the person is confused, and then you're explaining the rule for Sandy, and that's why there's also a part for Sandy down below. So oh yeah, there's actually O sekai O and O, the oyster, O and O. And the fourth, this one, it's O as in black. O sekai O. Yeah, it's missing one mark. That's actually how it's done in Petwezi, right? I'm not sure. In Hokkien, I think it's done this way, right? I'm gonna check. In Hokkien, I think they use what do they use? Usually it's written here. Sounds. Or is it in Minnan that they wrote? Only the sentence, only the sentence that are close to our DHU. Ah, yeah. Mm, sure. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Betwasi is the name of the writing system. And Hokkien is the language that uses Betwasi. So yeah, you have also O with a small dot. It's not very visible. Is it the best way to mark the O? I'm not sure. That's always the subject to. Yes, exactly. That's the idea of Wikisource. Uh, you use the any work and you just follow what is on the right. So, mhm. So what? Yeah, we saw. It's actually on this, right? It's actually a matter of convention. The other person doing work on this dictionary, he started from the bottom. He put everything in red. He doesn't like to use yellow because he think that we could proofread even more before putting yellow. And then someone finally checks in green. Yes. Yeah. But consider that basically the work missing is from 200 to 500. This part, which is a lot because it takes, at least for me, it takes 45 minutes per page. So 45 minutes per page. Let's say 1 hour, 3 hours work missing. But I know that Peter has been doing some pages. Um, and mhm. And you were talking about Sandy, right? Tone changes, and that's why you have this chart at the end that explain tonal Sandy. I mean, it tries to explain. So, tiens paix, I think it's the first tone. They say that it persists. So it's iao as in iao tian, niao as in niao kian, yeah. Xie as in xie hu. So no changes in the first every time. But the tian xiang changes. For example, you have kou as in kou cha. Jim as in Jim Tao. The third one changes, and it's this one is throwing me off every time because I'm never sure which one. Which one? Ki as in Kilak. As in Amje, I think. Tiens, so this one is the fourth. It becomes the eighth. So Kek Kek. Ti Teng. A Neng. As in Kai A Neng. The six. No, this one is the five. So epe changes. Si Jeng Kai Si. Oh, and when there's multiple characters, they write Chinese character from right to left. So this one don't be thrown off because it's a C. I mean C and Zheng, Si Zheng. Yeah, Gunek. Yeah, Gunek. Gunek. Uh, mm, Dai, Dai, Daiyin, Daiyin. Bebo. Egg, it persists. So Di Heng Di. And the last one, it changes as well. So it becomes the fourth. Good. Jiepeng. Even though we say jie. No problem. So, um, what? Yeah, well, and I also read the message from Peter, and he can't unmute himself, so I wonder why someone muted you. It wasn't me, I promise. I can't menu to see the difference between O and O. Yeah, O and O. Okay, right. So yeah. Any other question? I mean, that's the whole point. I mean, to be here and talking to other people is to share the work. So and explain and spread the word about this dictionary and resources. I think it's fine because there's 300 more hours of work. So I think taking some time to explain in stuff in this dictionary, it's perfectly okay. I mean, that's the whole idea of Wikisource. It's to contribute collectively on works and work with other people and spread knowledge. So yes, it's all good. So that's the whole. Well, usually on Wikisource, it's very simple. The question is very simple. We just follow everything that is on the right. So whenever they use a character, we have to use the character that is shown. And you'll see that sometimes, the difference between simplified and um, traditional characters, it's not that simple. I'm not sure if you. I mean, there's multiple exceptions to this simplification rule. So basically, on this dictionary, if it's traditional, we write the traditional character, and if it's the simplified, we use the simplified. Um, I know that there's one character um, because remember that it was 1883, so actually simplified character didn't existed at that moment. So I think the character I should show you is ke, ike, the ke, because it is used in this dictionary, I think, at some point. I never remember where. Mm, how could I find it? It's in the page I haven't done yet. Maybe I should actually let me see. How could I find this character in this dictionary? I've seen it before. Oh, it's maybe a bit too simple, I guess. How could I find a simplified character in this dictionary? The K, I've seen it before in this dictionary, so. Mm, check Kai. Maybe if I look at Kai, there would be something. Mm, check Kai, Kai. Oh, you have it here. Okay. Well, no problem. Feel welcome here. Don't hesitate to come back. No problem. Talk to, talk to you later. Bye. Were they? Oh, I see. So to answer your question, Alina, I actually found it. It's here at Kai, a letter whose shape is used as descriptive of other object, and you actually have this character, which is funny because it's actually, what we nowadays use as simplified of ikke to ke. But because yeah, the whole point is, yeah, we stay truthful to the work. It's 1883. Um, Simplified character have not been standardized yet, and actually even Chinese variants, they exist at that point, I guess. The normalization of the characters, it will happen later in the future, because today we are in 1883. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we were talking about with Webble earlier. Um, I created a toolbar for myself for my personal use. Um, you can copy my code to have this toolbar. So every time you have to type a character, you have to click on the right tone. I'm not sure if it's what you want to have, right? And you also have Hokkien keyboard input. Let me show you one. Yeah, basically this one is made by a Taiwanese organization. I think it's Taiwanese university, and you can type Kang with third tone. Not sure how it works. I forgot. Oh yeah, you type Kang with the right letters and three, and it adds the mark. So you can have with every symbol you want. Six. Does it work? Six. Yeah. Seven. Eight. There's some that are different because it's not exactly the same system. So you also have the copy pasting method. I think that's the one Peter is using. He has every combination written in a document. I'm gonna open it. And in it, that's what he have. Let me see. How should I show it? Basically, that's what he has in his file. This. Can you see it? So he has every combination in his um, toolbar, and whenever he has to use a tone, he just copy paste it from this file, I think. So it's oh, sorry, it was pinned in the Discord channel, the Wiki Dictionary one. So it's the Swanhow Dictionary Wikisource guide that he created. So there's explanation about the code and how to do the work. And there's also at the beginning a list of all the diacritics with every vowel. Have you found it? Found it? Yeah, it's actually a C, this one. Oh, yeah. So yeah, it's either that or having the JavaScript code pasted on your personal page. So you have your username, user two dots and your username, and you type /common.js, JS, J, JS, and you just have to paste this specific part. I guess you have to bring everything with it. I should make it cleaner because this was for my personal use, but if you're lazy, you can just copy paste everything and paste it in your common.js page. Edit, and you paste it here. All right. I'm just cleaning my browser because there's too many pages open as always. Any other question on how to input characters? But the first time it takes, I mean, when you do it by yourself, feel free to save at any moment and put the red marker, uh, as I did for my own work today. Um, for I practiced a lot on this dictionary, and it still takes me 45 minutes to do one page. And I usually I am very bored at the end of the second column because it's so long. Feel free to take an easy page. What I mean is that you may have noticed that some pages have like two characters, like two entries, and the rest of the page is just examples forever, and it's very boring to do that kind of page. For example, this one, it's all about key, the air, the vapor, or the fumes, and yeah, all the page is about what key, myself key, and what else? My key, don't get angry, that kind of stuff. And after one column of the same word over and over again, usually I'm very bored, so feel free to pick the page that inspire you the most. I tend to avoid going in pages next to someone else's work because you never know when someone is gonna, do the page. Maybe you'll do at the same time the same page, so that's the annoying part. All right. All right. Well, I try to finish this page. Will I? I'm not sure. I will. Um, and feel free to ask if you have any questions. Do, 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 do. Um, okay. Oh yeah. I'll send you a link to my personal page. It's it's JavaScript, so I guess you could strip the part that are uh, because I created other toolbars for other works. Um, but I think it's this part, and you still need the first part. I think I should actually do something about it. Let me think about it. How could I do it? I'm gonna create a sub page for JavaScript, and I'm gonna call it tier2.js. JS. I'm gonna paste the exact code that creates what we need. Wait, how do you create a page? Search, create, add. Oh yeah, here. add so this, and to have this toolbar, we need, what do we need? I'm gonna copy everything here on Notepad for safety. I'll remove yeah, I'll just remove everything, I guess. I'll just put the part that we need. So which one? We only want one toolbar, so I should remove everything else. And we keep only the Chow Chow, the first one, and remove everything else. I think it's alright if I do that. Is this show panel cookie? Hide panel. Do we need to remove this? I don't even remember what this part does. Show high. Oh, it's the high panel. I'll keep it, I guess. This publish. Alright. I'm pretty sure it's missing some brackets somewhere. This one bracket. We'll try it that way. And now on this page, I should have the code, the snippet to import this code. It's this. With my page instead. So that's a good question. Is it working now? Publish. Edit. Oh, definitely comma somewhere. Let's see. Unmatched. Brackets, brackets, brackets. There was the missing brackets somewhere. Oh, let's see, brackets. Is that just, oh, here, I think, somewhere like that. Okay, found it. This one should be working just fine. And now we should have a toolbar. Okay, not working. Should be working though. Maybe maybe I should actually restart the page. JavaScript not being updated. Wait a minute. There's everything that should be used, so I'm not a very good JavaScript editor, so I avoid. No, actually, I'm not a developer, so I have done some stuff in Python a long time ago, and I don't want to do it while I do Wikisource. And I don't know JavaScript, so maybe his comma is missing. Maybe I forgot something. Oh, I think this wasn't. Oh, yeah, there was some code missing, I guess, this part. That's why I found it. Do you do code for as work? Because I wouldn't mind, having some help on the JavaScript. Oh yeah, this one. Okay. Mhm. Because I mean, there's actually plenty of works, to do for a developer. Because the idea, when you ask about simplified characters, the idea would be, to actually process the dictionary and add a layer of simplification, but on top of it. But of course, well, that would require technical skill that I do not have at the moment. So, I think for this, I can go back. What I do is usually just, yeah, tinkering around and trying to have some stuff working sometimes. But sometimes it's... If I paste this is working. Okay. I think it's something about multiple toolbar. I'm pretty sure that's about it. I don't see why it wouldn't work with this. Or maybe it decided to actually not work at all. Actionable purge. Okay. Alright, I think it needs some time to actually work. Maybe. So, well, I put everything back. Sometimes the behavior of Wikisource is not understood by me. It will reappear at some point, I guess. Maybe I should leave the browser. I'll try. Mm. Whatever. I guess it will reappear magically tomorrow. That's usually what happens with this. We'll see. Tomorrow is another day. Ah, yeah, I guess. Changes may not occur immediately. Yes. Okay, I know that. Okay. I think I clicked way too fast for my own well-being. If I go back to And okay. Was it about the sections? Is it? I'm just having some fun with the JavaScript that I don't know what I'm doing. Well, I'm just gonna recommend everyone to paste everything. They'll have a multiple toolbar, but that would be okay. Actually, I stole this code a long time ago, so without even reading what it does. There's something about table and object in JavaScript that I don't understand. Maybe someone will have an answer someday. But I'm pretty much done for today. Um, Alina and Kevin, so I'll stop here for the streaming session. And we'll finish this page. No problem. I mean, that's the whole point. If you ever check, Wikipedia or other project, that's the whole spirit of it. So sharing stuff and explaining stuff. All right. Well, thanks for the people who watched this replay. If there's anyone watching, and I'll cut here.